I'm back. I was good, y'all. So today we're reacting to the time early humans were hunted for sport. Right? Let me add real quick. So dinosaurs, right? Like stuff like that. Me personally, I like it. I like it. What's it called? I be watching Jurassic Park and all that, in Jurassic World and all that. I be rewatching the movies. All right, even the what's it called? That one Transformers movie when they had the matter of fact, no, I be rewatching all the Transformers movie. I can't lie to you, but yeah, I like this type of stuff. I like it. I mess with it. So let's watch it. Let's get into it, y'all. Why are we lagging?
Something was hunting humans for 400,000 years. Not for territory, not for protection, not even for food, but for sport. Every morning, our ancestors woke up knowing they might not see the sunset. Every step outside meant entering a world where humans weren't the apex predators. And what killed us? Well, you're about to find out. So you're living in prehistory. You probably wake up worried that you didn't charge your phone last night. Well, your ancestors woke up worried about living.
No words need to be said, yeah. No words need to be said.
Past breakfast. Not because of disease, but because something was actively trying to turn them into food. Scientists keep finding human bones with holes punched straight through skulls, bite marks on arms, and claw scratches carved into rib cages. These weren't accidental damages. Someone or something was doing this on purpose. For 400,000 years, humans weren't in charge of anything. We were walking around with the survival instincts of houseplants and the defensive skills of really slow toddlers in comparison to what else was out there. Something was hunting people down with the focus of a tax auditor, and they did much better than those people do because the IRS hasn't caught me yet. 6 to 10% of early
Bro, that video gig. Bro, whenever I see these type of videos, cuz I be dying because what is that? What is this? And then his face right after, gang. Look.
and they did much better than those people do because the IRS has
Yo, I don't care if it's scripted or not, bro. Y'all don't see the pure terror in this dude's face, gang. I don't think you see it, bro. Look how his face changed. Look how his face. Cuz, look.
people down with the focus of a tax auditor, and they did much better than those people do because the IRS hasn't.
I'm dead.
Copy yet. 6 to 10% of early
What did I just do?
humans got eaten, not just died peacefully
Why are we lagging? Stop.
in their sleep, but eaten. Something bigger
Yo.
saw them and decided dinner was being served that night.
My Wi-Fi is good. Yeah,
Your distant
I
relatives
promise
spent every night around fires, not for mood lighting, but
promise y'all,
because
bro.
fire
Look,
was literally
bro.
one of the only
Look, bro.
things keeping
My
them
Wi-Fi
breathing.
is very
Every
good,
sound.
Cause
Dirt,
then we get hit with
dirt,
Yo, are we dead ass?
dirt. I love dirt.
Are we dead ass?
I'm a dirt nerd.
Are we dead ass? Are we dead ass? And then another ad. My premium network, my fault. Yeah.
And when you get iPhone 7,
Y'all know me. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut this one out. You know
Meant
me,
trouble.
though.
Every trip outside camp was potentially their last time they saw their friends and family. But what was doing this hunting? What kind of creature sees a human and thinks dinner is just walked by? Let's start with the two perfect holes that changed everything we thought we knew about human prehistory. South Africa, Swartkrans Cave. Scientists found a skull that made everyone very uncomfortable. Two holes punched clean through the back of someone's head. Perfect spacing with surgical precision. The victim was young, maybe your age, maybe even younger. They'd been living their normal life until something decided they looked tasty. And those holes weren't just random, they matched something specific because scientists measured everything: the distance between punctures, the angle of entry, the depth of the penetration. Math doesn't lie, and these numbers told a story nobody wanted to hear. Whatever made those holes had fangs, big ones, sharp ones, and it knew exactly where to put them for maximum efficiency. The skull sat in that cave for a long time, waiting like evidence in a cold case that finally found its detective. And when they figured out what those holes meant, it changed how we think about early human life. Your ancestor went to sleep one night feeling safe. Maybe they were with family, maybe they had a fire going, maybe they thought they'd picked a good rest spot. They were wrong because something crept close in the dark, something that moved without sound, something that could see perfectly while they stumbled around blind. Those holes represent the last few seconds of someone's life when they realized safety was an illusion. Those holes belong to a leopard. Leopards turned hunting humans into art form. While your ancestors were figuring out which end of a stick was the pointy end, leopards had already mastered advanced murder techniques. These cats could climb trees, and not the cute way house cats get stuck and need firefighters. The scary way where they drag full-grown antelope up 40 feet and hang them from branches for later. Humans weigh roughly about the same or under an antelope. Tree climbing meant that nowhere was safe. Picture this: your ancestor thinks they found the perfect campsite. High ground, good view of surroundings, clear sight lines. Well, the leopards were already up there waiting, and they've been there for hours. Perfectly still, perfectly patient, perfectly ready to drop on someone's head. Do you want the real-life equivalent of how dangerous big cats are? I grew up in an area of Canada called Saskatchewan. You might be thinking, there's big cats in Saskatchewan? Well, we have cougars. I grew up on a farm, and I had the unfortunate opportunity to see cougar tracks near where I lived. And there was something very specific people around me always told me growing up as a kid. If you see a cougar, that means that cougar has been watching you for hours. And by then, it's probably already too late. We're talking about leopards. Their camouflage that works so well, leopards can sit 3 feet away.
Damn. I was about to say, can y'all see it? My bad, gang.
And you're never gonna see them. Meanwhile, humans were walking around making noise, leaving scent trails, and basically announcing their location to everything within 5 miles. Leopards hunt alone. No pack coordination needed, no complex strategy meetings. Just one cat deciding you look edible and game over. They bite skulls, they drag bodies up trees, and they come back later when they get hungry again. Your distant relatives had to sleep somewhere. Ground level meant everything could reach them. Up high meant leopards were already there. Trees weren't shelter. Trees were leopard pantries with convenient human storage. What's even scarier is that the Swartkrans victim wasn't some freak accident. It was just an average day for a life in the leopard. They probably killed hundreds, if not thousands, of early humans, and we're never gonna find the evidence because leopards are thorough. They clean up after themselves, unlike humans who leave trash everywhere. Even today, with modern weapons and medical care, people still get grabbed and killed by leopards. So now imagine having nothing but pointy sticks and hope. But unfortunately, those spots weren't the only camouflage waiting in African landscapes for our ancestors. Every human needs water. Crocodiles know this. They've been sitting in rivers for millions of years just waiting for thirsty mammals to show up. It's their entire hunting strategy. You live in an area that doesn't have a lot of water and there's only one water source, and eventually something thirsty is going to come along. In the Olduvai Gorge, and scientists found human foot bones that told a story nobody wanted to hear. Puncture marks, crushing damage, pieces of bone missing. Something had grabbed this person and turned them into a chew toy. The evidence pointed to one thing: Crocodilus anthropophagus. The scientific name literally means man-eating crocodile. Scientists aren't usually that direct about naming things. This was a special case. It was 6 to 7 meters long. Think about your living room and now imagine it has teeth and hates you. These crocodiles made today's versions look small, which is impressive because modern crocodiles crocodiles are already nightmare fuel with legs. Human gets thirsty, human approaches water, human bends down to drink, crocodile explodes out of water faster than you can blink, human becomes crocodile dinner. No warning signs, no splashing sounds, just calm water until suddenly there's a log with teeth wrapped around your leg, death roll starts, game over. Your family never finds the body because crocodiles are neat eaters. The smart humans learn to be paranoid about water, approaching groups, use long sticks to test the depth, never turn your back on the river. The dumb ones became crocodile food and didn't pass on their genes. Survival of the fittest. Even today's crocodiles.
we all just gonna pretend like we don't see this. We all just
Safe schools, happy kids. Infants to pre-K at La Petite Academy. Enroll now.
Ain't no ad. I know. Ain't no ad. And there's another one. Okay.
With hotels and vacation rentals, Booking.com has something for everyone.
She sells! You got anything more
Crocodiles grab people regularly. With boats and guns available, we still are dying to crocodiles. Back then, we had sharp rocks and prayers. Crocodiles had armor plating and jaws that could crush car doors. Just think about that for a second. You can shoot a crocodile with a bullet and it won't pierce its hide. Now go back hundreds of thousands of years ago. We didn't have guns back then. But at least the crocodiles tended to stay near the river or in the water, unlike the next predator that hunted humans for sport. Because hyenas figured out something brilliant.
One thing about hyenas that and it's like it perplexes my brain, bro. They bite force is crazy. Like, I mean, the bite force on a hyena is absolutely wild. Think about a cane corso, but like, I think it's like 5 times or 10 times worse, gang. Hyenas go wild. And then you wouldn't even expect it because of the sounds that they make. Like, gang, this is wild.
Why hunt alone when you can bring friends? While other predators were going solo, hyenas invented team-building exercises, deadly ones. Italy, Guattari Cave. 9 Neanderthals walked in and none walked out. Archaeologists found their bones scattered around like discarded pizza boxes, chewed, cracked open, and sucked clean. Hyenas don't just kill you, they eat everything, bones included. Their jaws crush elephant skulls for fun, and human bones are basically potato chips to them. Crunch, crunch, and you are gone. Pack hunting means there are no escape routes. 1 hyena blocks the exit, 2 circle from the sides, 3 more come straight at you. Meanwhile, you're standing there with a pointy stick wondering why your parents didn't teach you better self-defense skills. And the laughing sound they make isn't cute. It's communication. They're coordinating your death in real time, calling dibs on body parts, discussing who gets the good bits. You're listening to your own dinner conversation. Nighttime was hyena time. They see perfectly in the dark. Humans see next to nothing. Hyenas can smell you from miles away. And what are they smelling? The scent of your fear. Not exactly a fair matchup. And these weren't scavengers who were just waiting for leftovers. They were active hunters who saw early humans and thought dinner just got delivered. We eventually used fire and that helped, but hyenas are smart. They wait, circle the flames, test for weak spots. Eventually someone has to leave the fire to go pee or something, and then they don't come back alive. The Neanderthals in that Italian cave probably thought they were safe. Caves mean shelter, protection, security. Well, they were wrong. Dead wrong. And unfortunately, what those early humans didn't know was that hyenas came in bigger sizes too. Because regular hyenas weren't scary enough for prehistoric Earth. So evolution made much bigger ones. Apparently, regular nightmares needed upgrades. Meet Pachycrocuta, the giant short-faced hyena. Picture a normal hyena, now double it, then add more teeth and anger issues. These things weighed as much as you and I did. China Zhoukoudian Cave, home of Peking Man. Hundreds of human bones found there. All chewed up, all cracked open, all sucked dry. 150 kilograms of pure bone crushing power. That's 3 of you stacked together, except this version has fangs and knows how to use them. Standing almost 3 feet at the shoulder, it was walking death with a bite that could snap tree trunks. Unlike the pack hunting hyenas, these things worked alone. They didn't need friends. They were the friend. The scary friend nobody wanted to meet. The friend who showed up uninvited and ate everyone at the party. Homo erectus thought they were tough. They had discovered fire, made tools, and started walking upright. Then giant hyenas showed up and reminded them that they were still on the menu. And these weren't scavengers like our current hyenas are either. They were active hunters who specialized in large prey, elephants, rhinos, humans who thought they were having a good day, all equally as crunchy and all equally as delicious. Their bite force was insane. They could easily crush your skull with their jaws. Luckily, they went extinct before humans got too comfortable. Unluckily, that took 400,000 years. 400,000 years walking nightmares with bone-crushing jaws roaming around looking for snacks. Then packs of something else started following the screams. Wolves invented psychological terrorism
Wolves
before
not as
humans
big.
figured out pants.
They
They
not
don't
as
just
big.
hunt you, they make you know you're being hunted first. Circle formation, classic wolf strategy, spread out around the target.
Like, if you really think about it, if it's you versus one wolf, you can make it out of there alive. I can't lie to you. Yeah, you can make it out of there alive. I know I am. I'm not gonna lie to you. No dog is killing me. Maybe it depends what dog it is, but like a regular, for me, like let's say a German Shepherd. A German Shepherd not killing me, bro. Like, if I'm getting chased by a German Shepherd and it has intent to kill, it's not fulfilling that mission game, because I'm not letting no dog kill me, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it.
Take turns showing themselves, let the prey see them, let the panic build, then close in when the victim's already exhausted from fear. Direwolves took this up a notch. 70 kilograms of teeth and teamwork. That's bigger than most dogs you'll ever meet. Now imagine 10 of them working together with the coordination of a military SWAT team. Europe, the Ice Age. Small human groups huddled around fires every night. Wolves watching from the darkness, waiting for their chance to strike. The howling wasn't random noise they just did at the moon. It was communication, position reports, status updates, dinner announcements. Wolves were running military-grade operations while humans were still figuring out which berries were poisonous. Pack hunting means backup plans. If the first attack fails, there's a second wave ready. If the humans climb trees, wolves wait at bottom. The humans run, wolves have already cut off the escape routes. Fire helped, but only while it lasted, because wood runs out. People get tired, guards fall asleep. Wolves, they don't. They can wait all week if they need. Here's what made wolves extra terrifying. They learned
I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna just stop, gang.
Still watching ads like this?
recording, bro.
You don't have to. AdFade
These
blocks
ads
the
killing me,
interruptions.
dude.
Free, simple, and it takes seconds.
learned
y'all know
human
me, I'ma cut that
patterns, which routes people took to water, what time groups moved camps, where humans felt the safest. Then they used that information against them. Some wolves eventually became dogs. They were the friendly ones, the helpful ones. The ones that decided working with humans was better than eating them, which was a smart career move. But now imagine that intelligence against humans. And those were the wolves that kept hunting people until humans developed better weapons and started hunting back. Ultimately though, humans in Ice Age Europe had bigger problems than wolf packs though. Let's go to Germany 48,000 years ago. Scientists found a cave lion skeleton with a Neanderthal spear stuck in its ribs. The question is, who won that fight? Cave lions were 300 kilograms of pure killing power.
Is a cave lion not just the same as a mountain lion? Am I slow? Am I stupid? Am I like actually retarded? Alright.
That's 5 of you put together, but with claws and an attitude problem. They ruled Ice Age Europe while humans were still just visitors in the area. This particular lion had a spear wound that healed over, meaning it survived the attack and lived for months afterward, and probably remembered which species gave it that scar. It probably held a grudge. Neanderthals were hunting these things on purpose with wooden spears. Either they were incredibly brave or incredibly stupid, probably both. Lions don't hunt alone when they can help it. Pride means teamwork. Coordinated attacks, multiple 300-kilogram problems approaching from different directions at the same time. And the cave paintings we've found tell the stories. Humans drew these lions everywhere, on walls, in hidden chambers, and deep underground where only they would see them. That's not just casual doodling for the fun of it. That is telling a story of generational trauma. And night hunting was prime lion time. They had perfect vision in darkness, silent movement, and explosive speed. Meanwhile, humans stumbled around blind, hoping their fires stayed lit. European caves weren't neutral territory. Lions claimed the good ones first, and humans had to negotiate for shelter. Sometimes negotiations went badly, sometimes they went very badly. But here's the weird part. Some lion bones show cut marks, butcher marks in fact, meaning humans occasionally won these fights. They got dinner instead of being dinner. They turned the tables on Europe's apex predator, and that takes serious planning, and backup plans, and probably a lot of luck. One mistake against a cave lion means game over, no second chances. The fact that we're here means our ancestors figured out how to survive them. Once we go to prehistoric Asia though, we find that the forests held different nightmares entirely. In recent history, one tiger in Nepal killed 436 people.
Damn.
Just one. The Champawat tiger in the early 1900s, when we had guns available. But back when humans only had sticks and hope, tigers were having field days. Dense Asian forests made for the perfect hunting grounds. But humans couldn't see them coming. Tigers could watch humans for hours before deciding whether they looked tasty. Silent movement, that's the tiger's specialty. No branches snapping, no leaves rustling. Just death walking on padded feet in the jungle. By the time you heard anything, it was already over. Solitary hunters like tigers work differently than pack animals. There's no coordination needed, there's no backup plans, and no team meetings. Just one cat making executive decisions about how long you're about to live. Tigers hunt by ambush. They wait in thick cover, and they let prey walk by, and then they pounce from behind, bite the neck, and drag the body somewhere quiet. Eat at their leisure. It's a very efficient hunting model. Homo erectus in China learned to fear thick forests because dense vegetation meant tiger territory. Smart humans stuck to open areas where they could see trouble coming. Dumb humans, well, they became tiger snacks. The bite force of these tigers crushes a vertebrae instantly. It's a clean kill, professional grade execution. Tigers don't play with their food. They're not house cats with mice. They're killing machines with strict schedules. Modern tigers occasionally still grab people. Rangers in India carry guns specifically for tiger problems. Back then, humans carried pointed sticks and wishful thinking. In fact, at the time, forest fires were actually helpful. It cleared out the dense cover and made tigers visible. It forced them to hunt elsewhere. Early humans probably celebrated wildfires for reasons most people today would not. And the really scary part, tigers remember. If one decided your tribe looked like easy meals, it would keep coming back, night after night, until someone got lucky with a spear or the whole group moved away. But at another time in prehistory, another large cat was perfecting the surprise attack technique. In Africa, they found a Homo erectus skull. And what they found was two perfect holes punched through the bone, 7 inches apart with surgical precision. Something had turned this person's head into a pincushion. Saber-toothed cats carried switchblades in their mouths. They had 7-inch fangs designed for one purpose: stabbing vital organs quickly and efficiently. No messing around, no warning shots. Smilodon weighed 400 pounds and was built for ambush attacks. It would hide in tall grass, wait for prey to walk by, jump out, stab with fangs, watch the prey bleed out, and then dinner was served. The fangs were fragile though. Break one and you're in trouble. So saber-tooths had to be careful. They had to be precise. They picked their shots. They made sure their first attack counted. They were professional assassins with backup plans. So early humans were entering Europe and found these cats waiting for them. And the cats brought welcome to the neighborhood gifts, except the gifts involved being stabbed by 7-inch teeth. Ambush predators rely on surprise. Humans walking upright gave saber-tooths perfect targets. Nice, easy to hit tall necks. It was easy access to major blood vessels. It was basically evolution serving dinner on a platter. And the really disturbing part, some saber-toothed species might have been social. They were pack hunters with dagger teeth, and they coordinated stabbing attacks. Multiple cats with multiple blades approaching from different directions. Fire would eventually help, but saber-tooths were patient. They could wait outside camp borders. They could watch for stragglers, pick off anyone who wandered too far from the flames. It was persistence hunting with medieval weapons. Those 7-inch fangs required getting close, really close. Close enough to hear your last words. And so, these were the animals that were the apex predators of their time when humans were still around. These animals basically hunted our ancestors for sport. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. Were there any animals I'd missed you'd want me to talk about in a future video? Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed watching it, and subscribe.
Well, that's gonna be it for this one, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all want more videos like this, I might do some. I'm not gonna lie. But that's it. Y'all stay freaky.
Tired of looking at, and that's why I be texting you.